people, and welcome to Digital Skill Bootcamp 2.0. Today we are talking about graphic designs. Yes, graphic designs. So, as you can see, the first question that comes to mind is what is graphic design? So, let's look at Coco, favorite partner, right? So, graphic design creates visual concept, or graphic designers create visual concept using computer. Okay, what is graphic design? So the art or skill of combining text, pictures in adverts, magazine or books. Okay, now here says is the profession or an academic discipline whose activity consists in projecting visual communication intended to transmit specific message. Bam! This is it. Okay, so I'm just focusing on something because basically the general idea and understanding about graphic design has always been that graphic design is about you putting up an amazing design. It's not. It's not. I'm here to tell you it's not. Okay, let's move forward. Let's do it this way. Think about it. You're running an office, and in your business you do graphic design and branding. A client comes in and tell you, okay, I want to communicate to people about my online shop. I want to advertise about the products I have. And then you go and say, oh, I'll put yellow, I'll put pink, I'll put blue. And okay, how does that help? Graphic design is not about the color you use, it's not about the text fonts you choose. No, it's about the communication the client wants to get out, the message they want to put out. That is the focus. Every other thing is a sidekick. Okay, so moving forward, understanding the principles of graphic designs. If you look at this definition, which I have captured from this graphic design under academic discipline, profession and academic discipline whose activity consists of projecting visuals. Now you communicate by projecting visuals, that's graphic design. Communication intended to transmit specific message, which means you're passing an information. It's important to know that it's about passing an information. Most people I've encountered over the time get carried away about, oh, this looks dope, Kai, this picture is amazing. It's not about this picture is amazing, it's about what does the picture say. Does it align with what the client wants or what your business needs if you're designing for yourself? So it says design is based on principle of form follows a specific function. You get that? So it's about you getting the form first before you think about how to implement your functions, how to implement your designs, how to implement your patterns, and how to do your specifics. Now, graphic design consists of three things majorly: text, okay, as you can see in this first description here, or rather the explanation given about graphic design says the art or skill of combining text, one, pictures, and the third one is lines. For every design that we're going to carry on from this class, I'm going to also mention it later on. You will see a text, you will see an image, and you will see lines. Now lines is a bit dicey because then I will explain a little better on how things that we're using are lines, but we don't know they are lines. So next up is what tools am I going to use if I want to do graphic design? Let's look at this. This is Pixpar. This content is coming from Anisha Singh, posted on the March 11th, 2022. Okay, now let's go down. What we're looking at 21 graphic design tools. Now have in mind, don't be fooled. We have more than 100 or more than 1,000 first graphic design tools, including your paint on your Windows computer. They are also graphic design tools. Yeah, I can use that to design. So can you. But now, understanding the principle of designs is something that gives you conceptual knowledge about using graphic design tools. And no matter the kind of tools you're presented or that you're said, oh, you're employed, but we use, instead of Adobe Photoshop, we use this. Okay, you can still use that because you know the principles of how to design. Graphic design principle is not basically about knowing how to use a tool. I can know how to use a tool, but I don't have the discipline it needs for me to be a designer, how to combine colors, how to look at things differently, and perceptions. So the thing I'm going to assure you is this class is structured that if you're a beginner, the only thing that is expected from you is know how to use your mobile phones. If you're using iOS or Android, okay, just know how to use them. If you're on your PC, know how to use your PC. I'm not going to do graphic 101 computer science, knowing how to use your mouse and all. So you have to learn that. Now, once you're done, you're a beginner. Let us begin. I don't expect you to have a prior knowledge in graphic designs. What I'm saying is come along. I'll show you how to get your designs from where you are right now to where you need to be to start making money or start designing for your business as well. So let's move forward. Before I was cut off, or before I cut myself off, so we're talking about the design tools and softwares you can use to have this done. Number one on the list is always Adobe Photoshop. Yeah, it's cool, it's nice and all. So we have Sketch. I'm not going to go into details. I'm going to put the link to this particular post in the description. So check it out if you want to read through and view them and see. So Sketch is available for PC and Mac. I think, yeah, it is. Then we have Adobe Illustrator from Adobe Company. It's an Indian-based company, still very cool. They have a lot of products for design. They are basically design agency software builders, right? Or is it the other way around? It's design. Oh, forget it. They just build software for designs on different levels. So read through and see the ones you can check out. There's Lunacy. Some of them are web-based, which means they're online softwares you can use while you're connected to your internet. Some are paid and some are free. So you can just look at it. Say Lunacy is free, fast, and a graphic software you can use for UI and UX. Yeah, you can use that too. So as I say, graphic design is broader than what you can imagine. It's not about making just posters and flyers. Nah, it's not just about making logos. No, those are the micro aspects of graphic design. Let's look at it this way. If graphic design was a university, it will have 14 departments and still have a lot of faculties. Or the other way around, 14 faculties and a lot of departments. Yeah. So let's move on. We have Mega Creator, we have Affinity Designer, we have a lot of them. So as I said, I'm not going to go through all this because I'm not here to list the software for you. I'm here to teach you how to design using the softwares, right? So, but for this course, we're going to choose something that is on the edge of making sure that whatever you're gathering as a knowledge, whatever you are gathering as knowledge, is something that you can make use of to design on all software. We have considered some softwares that you can use and still be familiar with other softwares that you want to design with. So right now we're going to jump into it and start with the first on the list of what we want to introduce you to, which is Canva. Yeah, Canva. I don't know, most people haven't heard of Canva. It's actually weird to me, but okay, let's just go with it. Maybe you're living under the rock, or maybe you're living in my street, because most people in my street didn't know about Canva too. So Canva is a software you can use for graphic design. It's actually very sophisticated and simple at the same time. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I have friends like that. They are sophisticated and simple. Okay, it's fine. Let's continue. Now, Canva is a software you can use for design. I mean, any kind of design. As far as it falls under graphic, they try as much as possible to keep it up that you can design as much as you want. Okay, so bear with me. What we're going to be doing now, I know you are scratching your palms on when to start designing. That's not why we're here. I'm trying to make you a professional, not an assassinator or a killer, kind of just go shoot someone and they die. No, let's plot on how you can get into the building, how you can shoot the security guard, and okay, we're not condemning violence. I'm just saying, just imagine you're playing your game and you have to go through the strategies of disabling some things before you reach the goal. That's exactly what we're doing. There's a shortcut to this, of course. Yes, Canva has templates. Yes, you can just go to templates and change and design and all. But you're not a designer, you're just a hacker. Yeah, I like that, a hacker. So graphic hacker. I should do a course about that. So now, understanding the interface of graphic design of this particular software for graphic design tool, Canva specifically, will help you become a professional to an extent. Now, when you wake me in the middle of the night and ask me, oh, I want to add a layer and I'm here stuck in, I don't have to open my computer to answer you because I already took the time to build myself to that specific level to be able to make myself conversant with the system enough to troubleshoot and answer questions remotely, right? So, looking here, for this purpose, Canva is a platform. Let's open this in another tab like this. Okay, while it's loading, let's just minimize that while it's loading. So Canva is a software based on two different categories. There's free and there's premium, or should I say two? There's more than two, but then there's free and paid. Let's just generalize it that way. And then there's a contributional for community purposes. So I'm still going to go into details about the versions of Canva that you're going to use and the differences as well. So in this first class, for the purpose of knowing that you can download Canva or you can just go to Canva and register and not buy them straight up out of the shelf, I don't expect you to buy it off. Just try it, familiarize yourself with it, and see whether it's a tool for you. If it's not, yeah, move over. I have a tutorial for the next software you can use. Yeah, but who doesn't use Canva? Like seriously, it's very good. Canva is not paying me, that's a disclaimer here. Canva is not paying me in any way, but I think if I see something that is good, I'll appreciate that. I lost a lot of clients to this. Yeah, I did. Oh, they'll be like, oh, don't worry, we're not going to be continuing with company and we're going to moving forward. We know how to use Canva right now. Yeah, as a graphic designer, you really need to know how to use Canva. What my client did know is how to use templates. They left for about a month plus and later they came back. They said most people online, their designs are looking like their own. They want a something unique and everything. Okay, I still used Canva because I want to give them that feel of let's use Canva to run our stuff, right? But I built something specifically unique to their brand. Mark that word, specifically unique. It's important when you're working with this kind of software that has a lot of templates. Because if you design it, you will see a lot of things. Using template just enough. If you just use your templates without knowing the principle of design, you will see a lot of templates, a lot of design that is similar to yours. At least if you're using templates, just change a few bits, make it look a little bit different. Okay, that's the expo. First off, let's jump in. Now, over here we have home. This is the home tab. We are on the home screen, right? So before we jump into this completely, let's look at this is the home page for Canva without when you're logged in. So this is what you're going to see when you go to Canva, right? When you log into canva.com, I'm going to put the link to this underneath the description so you can click on that to get it. And moving forward, if you look at Canva and read through all the description here, you can see that we have Canva Pro and Canva Free. So choose the one you want to make use of, but I suggest you start from free, then see what works, whether it gives you a specific freedom for you to do what you need to do and get your job delivered. If it doesn't, maybe you can buy. If you're like me, you have a lot of money. Oh God, I wish. But let's move forward. Now, the home page, I'm not going to focus on the home page. I'm going to show you how you can start running and get to the next stage of where you have to sign up and get your dashboard and start designing, right? So if you come here, just click on Get Canva Free. It will open a new tab where you have to sign up. Yeah, but for this demonstration, I already signed up. I have a free account. I'm already logged in. I'm just showing you. If you're signed up, I prefer using my Google emails. It's easier. I don't really like using Facebook to log in. It's my personal stuff. I don't like things posting on my Facebook. Yeah, but then again, who cares? Maybe you don't care. So, moving on. There's also another way to continue. You can use all the other ways of connecting, which are these: Microsoft. You can use Clever and so on. You can even use your email to log in. So let's move forward to what we're doing before then. So you can sign up right now as I'm talking. Pause the video, sign up, then move forward. So closing this down, back to base. Yes. So we have Home tab, which is the page we are on currently. We have your projects. These are the projects that you've done previously, or the ones you abandoned, you've not completed. Whatever you've done, you'll see them here. So underneath you can scroll, you see your designs, you see the folders you've created before, and so many other things. So these are the things I've actually done before, and the images I've uploaded before, the videos I've done before. So you find out every other things concerning your project is here. You can still search using this search bar to streamline what you're looking for if you have like a million designs. Yes. So next on the left is templates. Yes, I'm going to be putting tabs for you to jump times in this video. So if you feel like I'm boring you, or what I'm discussing you already know that, skip to the next step of what you want to know. Let's just keep at it and keep going. So these are templates. Show your pride your way. So right now you can browse templates based on what you want to do, or just basically go through the templates and see there are so many things you can do with Canva. You can design a video, presentation, logo, Instagram post, flyers, resume. Yeah, I mean resume, video resume. There's posters, there's certificates, there's brochure, there's letter. Oh, I'm tired. Okay, I'm tired. You can just go through that yourself and just figure out what you want to do. So, but basically, you can design things that you want to get done using Canva. That's the point. So, scrolling down, you can see a lot of things you can work with. It will give you recommendations on what's trending near you. So, you can see what people around you, people in your country, people in your geographical space, demographic use. Or did that come out right? I think so. Let's move forward. So that's about it. For you can see the categories just in case if you want to search based on categories. This is business, social media, video, marketing, custom prints, etc. Yeah. So moving forward to the next one, I'll go back to home so that I can get to the home page. Then the next on the list after template is shared with me. Just as the name implied, it means things that has been shared with you. Yeah, that's what you're thinking, right? But no, it's not correct. Let me explain further. Now, don't jump ahead. Let's just play the I'm a beginner kind of thing, right? Join me. So, Canva can be used to collaborate, which means I can work with my team remotely designing on Canva. Yeah, that's cool, right? That's cool. Yeah, I saw that too. I use that. So it's easier for you to work with people all over the place. Or maybe you're working alone, but you're working to present to your boss. But instead of you designing every time and your boss say, "Ah, no, it's," and you've wasted all your time, why not just add him as a collaborator to view? Now, adding as a collaborator, you can add based on different permissions. You can add collaborators to view, you can add collaborators to edit. So which means they can be a viewer, but they can also comment. So when they comment, we are going to still talk about all this and go through all of them and how you can go through the hassle. It's really a good platform for you. But moving on. So now we are talking about trash. This is the most important part of it. Or it's not. It's just trash. Which means whatever you delete comes into this place. Yes. That's just it. Nothing more. So it's just categorized. If you delete your design, it comes into the design space. If you delete images, it comes to images. If you delete videos, it will come on the videos. But I don't think I've deleted anything on this. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Now, an interesting part of this, when I talked about collaboration, this is where you have that. I have created a team called Bootcamp 2.0. Yeah, 2.0. I mean that. Yeah. 0 and 0 is not the same thing. Yeah, 2.0. So right here you will see the design I have put here, and I have people that are collaborating with me on this. You see, I've invited a bunch of people, and once they accept the invitation, they will be listed and they will have their stuff join in to this particular course, right? For me to give them the basics. Don't worry, these are dummy accounts and I'm using it for demonstration purposes. So the next one is, of course, you know what this is. That's why I skipped it. Invite. Just invite. If you click on it, it opens an interface for you to put in their emails. If you want to invite 1,000 of them, just keep scrolling, keep adding, add another, keep clicking, add another, then you finally say send invitation. Then they will get a specific link or specific link. Okay, I'm tired. Okay, let's recap. After inputting all these emails that you want to add inside of this space, and if you need more space, you can click on add more, and once you're done, you go down to send invitation button here, but it's not active because I don't really have something. Let's just say demo at demo.com. Now it says send invitation, right? Yeah, let's not send, it will not go through. It's a demo account. So moving forward, we have discover apps. Now, one thing I love Canva for, or the Canva team for, yeah, Canva team for, is because of the updates. They keep updating and bringing out new features that we designers we didn't even know that we needed. Yeah, there was some features that I saw here. I didn't even think about it. I wasn't kind of complaining initially. For example, let me just say simplest one here is Google Drive. Oh, it's a nice integration. It's just basically a handshake between Google Drive and Canva, whereby any design you've done, you can easily click on add to Google Drive. Straight up, it goes into your Google Drive. It's nice, very nice. Then there's also Google Photos, where you can save your finished work, export it, and save it to Google Photos. Straight up, that means photos in the cloud. You can post on Instagram, post on Facebook, and so many other things that you can do. So many amazing things. Remember what I said is don't be afraid. You cannot spoil anything on Canva. It's Canva, right? Go through all this, play around with it, see what they are doing, say okay, close it, and move on. If you understand what they do, the best way for you to apply them to your business designs and designs for your business or designs for your clients, it's easier for you to find out how. Now remember, this is a boot camp. I'm not going to make it, it's not like a crash course. It is a crash course, but it's not like learn Canva in 5 minutes. No, it's not. It's a detailed explanation of Canva. Yeah. So the next one is brand key. Yeah, don't look at this. You see this little crown here doesn't mean that this is a king. It's not. It means that this is available to people that are professional users or premium package users or paid users. Let's just use that. Paid users, which means if you're paying money to Canva, you have access to this for a specific package. We're going to still go through their pricing and look at the different packages that they have. Now, for example, I have a logo here. Oh, amazing looking logo, right? Yeah, that's a B. Okay, fine. Right here, this does is the brand color is extracted from this, and I have the black, the shade of black that I'm using, that's 0051A. You see this number here is called hex color, which means it's a universal identification for a specific shade of color. Oh god, this is really nice, right? Okay, let's continue. Now, what that means is, imagine how many yellow shades you've seen in your life. We have like 1,000,000 shades of yellow. Possible combination of yellow that's up to 1,000,000. So, and I'll click on something like this, for example. Let's go to yellow. This is yellow, right? Yeah. And this is yellow. 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 Dark yellow. Light yellow. 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 So you find out that we have millions and millions shades of yellow. But this is what it does is specifically tell you the particular yellow color I need. So if I were to select this, for example, and I'll copy this hex here, I'll copy it out and close. Maybe I'll delete this off and I want to add specifically that yellow I've added. Instead of me to just keep winging it and searching it, see, it's not it. I'll just delete this and I'll paste in the one I just copied. See, it will give you exactly the shade of yellow you want. Yeah, so let's not focus on this. We don't have access to it. Let's just move on. Okay, get around, just come close. I know you are on your computer, just bring your ear closer so you can hear me, right? Okay, even if it's on your mobile phone, just come. Mobile phone is a computer. I'm talking to you too, so come closer. Now say after me, this is a content planner. Yeah, so it's a big deal if you really understand, or if you post on social medias and so most times you forget to post for about a week because of your busy life. Just you can speed up at night or in the morning or in the afternoon, then you schedule all your posts for the month, and automatically Canva will post it for you on your Facebook, on your Instagram, on your LinkedIn. Okay, let's see what we can have. Where can we post to? So if I click on the 8th of June, this is when I'm recording. I will choose, okay, I want to share this design. For example, I want to share this design to the world, yeah, using Instagram or something, or one of those, right? So I don't really have access to it because it has this little crowd that says I have to be a premium user before I can use this. So but I click on it. These are places I can post to. I can post to Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Facebook group, Pinterest, LinkedIn profile, LinkedIn page, Slack, and Tumblr. Okay, so I hope you get that already. Just play around and see what you can get. Until you need to buy the plan, you buy the plan. But I'll suggest play around first. See what kind of plan you need and what features you need in addition before you buy the plan. That's why they let you play around for free first. So you don't come back to support and say, I bought this, but it doesn't have this. Then you got to pay again. Yeah, just moving on. So on the next tab here, we have a lot of things here. Just we repeated already. We have talked about templates. These are the features that, as you can see, just play around and see the features that they offer you. We already talked about the features when we talked about Discover app is part of the feature. So now learn. This is really important. It's actually very new and it's good. So you can do Canva 101, what I'm teaching you right now. When you finish listening to this video, don't leave. Okay, you can actually go and check it out, but then you can look through all this and learn Canva 101, personal branding, social media mastery, graphic design basics, branding for your business, presentation. Exactly. Some of these things you need to look at it. So read blogs, watch the tutorials, and move on. Right? So next up is pricing. Yes, I told you we are gonna come here eventually. So I said we have free and paid plan, right? Yeah, paid plan. I was even calling it premium, but just let's say paid. Okay, let's just focus. Okay, I had a lot of sugar, yeah. Now we have free plan, which is right. Okay, or right here, right? Then we have pro plan for individuals and small teams who want more advanced tool and more content. Then we have enterprise for enterprise solution, just as the name implies, for large business seeking an integrated tool to keep their brand consistent. Well, this gives you access to some of the things like brand kits and all, right? So there's education, a powerful creative tool for your classroom and organization, which means you can have access to this as an educator. Then we have non-profit. Yeah, Canva is free for all registered non-profits. You can apply today. If you're non-profit and you're teaching kids, you're doing things for the betterment of the world, making the world a better place. Of course, by all means, don't be a scammer. Just don't go there if you don't have anything to do with non-profit. You're filling the spot for people to use. Thank you, Canva, for this. It's really nice. Some people are not doing this, but they need to. Knowing that some people can't afford this stuff. So moving on, we have this button here is the help. We have this for setting account settings. We have this for notification. It shows you a notification from different things, from your collaborators, from your comments from your boss, if you are linked your boss to it, if you have from comments from whatever notification that Canva might send to you, you have it here. Now the last big button here is create a design. Remember we talked about some of the things you can create using Canva. Yeah, one of them is video, presentation, logo, Instagram, flyer, resume, posters, certificate, brochure, and so much more. What if a client comes in and say, okay, I don't want all this, I want you to do 10 feet by 20 feet, something like that. Then we have that too. On Canva, you can click on custom size, which allows you to impute. You can select based on pixels, you can select inches, millimeters, and centimeters. So, assuming you're designing a feet, for example, you can actually convert the feet to inches, then impute the details. And once you have this, let's say we have 10 inches by 20 inches right now. So it gives you the access to create this by activating the button for you. But I don't want to create this. Where for the demonstration of this course, we're going to be creating and Instagram posts. Okay, stay tuned and I'll be right back so that we can start the video proper. I'm not going anywhere, don't mind me. So let's just go ahead. Yeah, create, and once you click on Instagram post, bam, we have this load. Amazing, right? Yeah, the first thing it's going to do is to give you expo. Don't fall for it, don't fall for it. We're doing a class. Yeah, they are cool and amazing templates. I myself have a little bit of few I've designed and put up there, but yeah, right, just ignore, move on, learn the hard way first before you can go to the shortcut. Yeah, I love you. See a lot of things that you can see, interesting stuff, but we're going to not look at them. So let's just hide them out. Okay, so I will introduce all the elements that we have here one after another for us to understand the interior part of your dashboard where you're designing, the tools you're using, and how to make use of them. Now, the second under the tab of templates by the left, the sidebar by the left sidebar is the elements. As the name implies, the elements are the micro assets that you use to build your design, the components that make up a design. Yeah, components. Now you have icons, you have shapes, you have graphics, you have stickers, you have photos. Might as well call events inside. But let's just say moving on. So we have videos and everything. We have audios and charts. Please just scroll through. We have a lot. So if you click on see all, you will see a lot of them that you can use. This is the recently used, the one I just used for the design you saw earlier on. So these are shapes. It will show you so many shapes. I wasn't taught about some of these shapes in school, but fine, let's just make use of them. It's cool. So we're going to be making use of this in our designs. That's why I'm taking time to show you all this. So if you are going to really understand what we are designing and how I did this and not feel like I'm sort of a magician, but sometimes I like to think I'm a magician too, but just okay, this is a demystify it video, so just go through the process, look at what I have to do, where I picked it from, for you to be able to acclimatize yourself with how to get this done. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to click on is the left tab. You can actually play with the elements and see much more. We have a lot. So if we dwell on elements alone, remember what I said about graphic design is if we can start a university and have 14 departments in each faculty and still have a lot to talk about. So on the next tab is uploads. So right here you can upload images. If I can click on this and say upload, yeah, you can also do record yourself. Yeah, record yourself. You want to see me? Yes, let's do that. So when I click on any of this, it will give me the features for me to do any of the things I want. For example, right now you're looking at me and I'm designing. Yeah, nice. So the important thing for you to understand is when you use all these, depending on what you want to achieve, you can actually click on them and make use of those. Canva has provided amazing tools you can use for your designs. Just play around with it. You can find out how to make use of this. Your first design may not be as perfect as it's supposed to be. Yeah, I remember my first design. I'm not gonna post it because seriously, I put it up on my wall. So whenever I look at it, I know, oh, I have grown. So let's move forward. So we're going to step out from this. Yeah. So the next step is you can actually upload from your drive. So if I click on this, I can now click on where I want to get my information from and upload. So you see, yeah. So I will just want to open something. So I'll just apply. Let me just upload one thing. For this course, I'm going to use this state. So it says digital marketing, right? So you see, I have uploaded this. If I click on it, it appears in. This is what I just uploaded. So you can upload something, but if you're mobile, there's also something cool that Canva added on mobile. You see, for these three tabs that you see, images, video, and audio, you might see a tab that has a gallery, which means it will display images you have on your gallery. Of course, you have to give Canva access to view your gallery first. Then it will display, and then you can just import without stressing on uploading or using any data to upload. So this is Canva on mobile, as you can see here. So remember what I said, when you are designing, you can collaborate, and you can also synchronize with your devices, which means if I'm on my mobile phone, I can actually still see what I'm working on my PC. That's cool, right? Yes. So the next up is text. I won't waste much time on this. You're familiar with text. Even Microsoft Word has text. We have a lot of fonts. Just go ahead. There's cool fonts, but it's cooler than Microsoft Word. There's a lot, and give you sample of how you can use them. Now remember, some of these things that you're seeing with small crowns, they are not kings of the jungle. No, they are not. They are basically icons to show that these items are for pro users. You see, which means you have to be a paid user to actually have access to this. But the ones you're seeing nothing on it, which means I can make use of this and do a huge sale. See what I did there? Do a huge sale with a huge sale. Yeah. Okay, moving forward. Play around with all these fonts and see what you can design. I'll show you the what happens when you make use of a premium content when you're on a free plan. I'll still show you all that, so you see the limitations and why you need the pro plan and why you don't need the pro plan. Yeah, both sides. Now comes photos. This is amazing actually. This is nice because most of the times that I design is the most difficult thing to do is I did a video in 2020, I think, yeah, 2020, that has to talk about you or um getting images from different kind of website. I'm going to still do a video that's the updated version of it. From the website you can get free images to make use of. Yeah, it's not just about free. Now listen very carefully before you put yourself, your business, or your clients in trouble. Please look at the screen and pay attention right now. Okay, yeah, I had somebody talk to me like this, so listen up. Images that you use are very important that you scrutinize to make sure that they have the necessary licenses for you to make use of them. If you make use of images that doesn't have or doesn't give you the commercial license you need for you to publicize the image anyhow on your page, on your business, on your client's page, they will sue you to the very cover that you have. Some people actually are in for this and they make a lot of money suing people. They are suers of the century. Yeah, see, suers. Okay, I don't mean sewer like sewer, I mean like, okay, let's leave that, it's complicated by the moment. So let's move forward. Just whatever you presented here on Canva, which means the images and assets you have on Canva here right now are images you can use for commercial purposes. They have already been scrutinized. Canva has already collaborated with some of these platforms and brought it inside of Canva for you to make use of. So you don't have to go through the hassle of, oh, somebody's going to sue me. No, 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 nobody's going to sue you on this. So even if you're going to, maybe you want to use the pro version of images from Canva, yes, Canva won't sue you, but just Canva will show you something that shows we still know that we are the owners of the image, but not sue you, right? So moving on, when we start designing, you will understand a little bit better. So bear with me. Styles. Okay, some people keep asking what is styles for. It wasn't there before. It's part of the new integrations Canva did, and it's nice. I don't really use it much, but it's great. But you can edit and create. While I don't use because I already have a document prepared with all my hex that I just upload and it gives me my brand kit. I already have the brand kit. This is a free version of this that I'm using for demonstration sake. I already have a paid plan. So, but if you come in, I have my kit built already. So I don't really use this, but it will be useful to you because once you click on edit, you can build a brand. If you see the yellow we just added initially when we were starting, we had these two items with these two colors there before, then we added this yellow. Remember this hex that I talked about, hex color and all? Yes. If I click on this, it keeps swiping. You see, it keeps swatching and changes the background based on what you want to achieve. You see, so just play around, see what you can do. There's font set for the text that you want to put in. There's one for color and fonts as well. Just play around and build something that you can use for maybe a particular client of yours, like a specific font that you're going to be using for their business, and says, okay, we are women-based big business, use sharp pink for us. Okay, what kind of sharp pink, man? Or sir, yeah, you just do say, this is the pink. Just get the hex color because you have a million shades of pink. Yeah. So moving forward to the next one, which is audio. Yeah, we have audio here too. So if I click on this, it will play. Yeah, so this will play the audio for you to preview what you want to actually get. I like that. So now you can design videos and also design moving images, which is something like GIF images on Canva. Yes, and you can also export your designs as MP4 if you add emojis or if you animate some of the things inside. Yes, you can animate in Canva too. Though I'm going to show you a little bit about those in the coming classes. So here I click on video. So here on you can have a lot of videos we have here. So if I click on this, you'll see a preview of a farm with a windmill on it. Yeah, I think so. Yes. So let's just delete that. Leave our white background where it is. So scrolling down, you have a lot of videos that are for free for you to make use of in your free plan. Just use that to achieve what you want to achieve and move forward. Then lastly is background, not really last, but on the listed aspects. So background. So initially when you start off using Canva, you don't have all these in a straight line, all of them. No, there are some that will be hidden, but when you start using them, they will appear in a position where you can easily access them. I will show you that. So right now you have backgrounds that you can play around with. Just go around with this and click on backgrounds. Just that you can get charts. You know, charts are easy for you to achieve. When you click on this, you can put in your data. For example, if I put this right now, right, it will appear here, right? So with all this data, I will see, okay, let's just do a result. So the first one on the list is Evans. This one says David. This one says Goliath, right? And this one says Samuel. And this one says Saul. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just playing around. So this says first. Okay, that's not first. First term. Second, I'm not going to be typing this term again. On third. Okay. Yeah, I like to be uniform, so let's have that. So for the first term, Evans scored 4. Second term, he scored 12. Improvement. And third time, it goes back to 5. Now, David scores 0 at first, scores 15 at second, or 14, right? So it's 14. Then 12 at third. If you look at this chart at the right, you see the life changes that I'm making are being applied. So, you see, so this one scores 29. It's going to be really long. And this one scores 12. And then here 3. So I want it a little bit short. So you play around with all this and have your data populated and have the chart built. So moving on. So here we have folders. So remember what I said. What you have on your list might just stop after photos or styles. Yeah, after size you have more, which is here. So when you click on it, you will now see others that you can bring out. Once you start using them, it will start appearing here. So just go ahead and play around. These are the icons. These are softwares we talked about that they handshake with. So if you click on most of them, it will bring out and say connect to Facebook and all these things. So just play around with them. It's really, really cool for you to do that. Then you can create folders. Yes, folders to folderize, or I like that word, folderize. It should be a stuff. So to add your content in order for it to look organized, or maybe you're sharing a specific folder with someone. For example, this beauty folder I created right now. Okay, I will click on this and I'll say share. So I will share this with the specific person that I want to share it with, and bam. So let's move forward. Now we are back to base. Let's run through what we have on top of here so we can just quickly jump into design and get our hands dirty. Yeah, please don't dirty yourself, just design. So let's go. We're going back to home page. Yeah, we just want to start back there. Yeah, okay. Let's look through. Here we have file. Here we have resize. Resize is not available for you to do that because it's only available for a paid plan. So we are going to go through and start designing. Okay, my network is off a little bit. We're going to go through and start designing right now. So I will go to my project, which is your project here, to see what we just started, which is this, your named, he who shall not be named. So we click on that and then we open it. So let's name this design by clicking on top of here. We can say YouTube bootcamp class. Okay, let's accord this to YouTube. Okay, so that's the name of the file right now. So what we're going to be designing is, let's design a class. I don't know what I'm going to design. Let's just design something, I believe. Yeah, let's design a class, an online class or something. Okay, so now this is the part where I speed things up. Remember, you can ask questions in the comment. You can reach out to us via our channels. I'm going to put all of them in the description. So reach out to us, ask questions. I would love you to ask questions. I'll also add a link for you to join our Telegram groups so that you can follow up on the class and ask questions while you grow. I am here to answer your questions, right? So moving on, I want to add something on this plain looking background. Let me have a little bit of nice stuff. Now, I believe by now you would have paused this video to play around with what we have displayed here, right? So if I click on frames, frames are like shapes, but they are not shapes. They are just exactly the same name as frames. You know, frames, you add pictures inside back before the digital age took over, right? Yeah, your grandmother, I know they had that, or your grandfather, somebody you met that's old. So once you click on that, it imports directly inside of the design place, right? So let's choose the one we want to make use of. For this design, we are going to be using something a little bit different. Let's use this. I like this. It looks a little bit like play button if I turn it this way. And since we are designing for online class, I think it will look cool for me to try it out. So now I'm gonna go to images. Let me get an image. What am I looking for? Um, let's just search for computer. Yeah, this works. So I can drag this inside. You see, it's a frame. It allows you to drag things. So I will drag and adjust. Did I mention that once you turn, it turns your content? Yes. I'll find a way to turn it back. I think there should be a way, right? Flip. Is it horizontal? Horizontal? Nah, it's not horizontal. Flip vertical. Yeah, and flip horizontal again. Flip vertical again. Flip horizontal. Flip horizontal. Flip vertical. Flip vertical. I'm enjoying myself. Just mind, don't mind me. So here we have something like this. Okay, and I can as well go around to play with a lot of things that I want to have here. Um, like something like this. Okay, for design sake, let's just remove this. Remember, now this is very important for you to remember. Starting a design doesn't mean you have to stick to the route you're going. Sometimes you feel like I am not doing the right stuff, I'm not doing things that I'm connecting with. You are allowed to start over. Now, the essence of the pride of a designer is design something that you can gladly put your name on. So, let's just change the narrative. Let's put this here. You can also add an image directly. Stretch it out, it will fit and align. So, when I said a design consists of three things, which is image, text, and lines. So let's do that. Then I want to use this font. It's kind of cool. I like it. I'll click on it and it will appear inside my design. Yeah, once the network allows me to do that, it will show. Yeah, it has. Okay, so I will minimize this. by clicking on the edges and dragging, minimize it. I can select the one I want because these are grouped items, which means they are together but they are two items. I can click to ungroup them by the right here. If you're mobile, you can see the ungroup in your dots. Yeah, for more, right? So I will click here and change it to a color like this, and I want to change this to something like this. If you look at this place, you have photo color, which means this image that I just uploaded right now, it has captured the colors of this particular composition as the major colors, obviously. So let's have this title YouTube, okay, and we can stretch this out for it to be in a straight line, minimize it a little bit so it doesn't look a little bit distorted. I can say online class. Let's drag this out, drag it out because it's actually too big. I can minimize that and still drag out. Then I'll minimize this a little bit further and bring it here. Okay, that works. Yeah, so let's push it up a bit. Now, in order for us to make sure that this looks a little bit more of cool stuff, we want to make an ad for design. Okay, something you can design on. So okay, did I just say that? No, let me just refresh. We are building an ad for people to click for online course registration, online class registration. So let's add. So I'm going to step away from frame. I'm going to go to shape, this shape. So I am going to minimize this and also drag this down a bit. I want to put it here, open it wider than a little bit, push it up small. Yeah. Now the next thing I want to do is let's add elements as well. Let's just pick YouTube. Yeah, I can find logos here as well for popular brands. Like YouTube is a popular brand. Yeah. So let's use this. It's fine. It's catchy. It's nice. Minimize it a little bit. Bring it down to here. See that? It's looking it's looking good already. I will change the color of this by clicking on it. First click on it, click on the icon here for color change, and then you can customize. I want to add a little bit color that is different, so I'm going to play around first until I get exactly what I want. I love this. So I want this to seem as if it's blended together by hiding it. So I'll select both of them. If you're mobile, you can click and hold until you see select multiple, but if you are on your PC, you can just drag, have them selected, or you can hold your shift while you click individually to select. So regardless on which operating system you are on, I want to align this. If I click on this dot, I'll see position. I will align it in the middle. See, it's aligned. Yeah. Remember, you can change the colors of icons as well. So right now I can click here and choose, oh, this is supposed to be green, or maybe not that kind of green. I want it a little bit slightly darker as a shadow. Yeah, this works. Then here I want something different. Yeah, let's just do normal green. Then the other side, let's just do normal green as well. See, it's different now. So here I have this. Okay, let's keep working. Remember, you are not done until you're done. So minimize this a bit, and we say let's add. You can just click on T if you're mobile. If you're on your desktop, you can click on T to bring out text by default, or you can just go through the normal process. Let's delete this and go to text. I want to use a text for body, or sorry, for subheading rather. Um, join class, for example. I'll drag this on top of this button looking stuff, centralize it a little bit, and then change the color to something bright. like white, for example. Okay, so remember, if you're not comfortable with some of the things you're using, you can actually play around with it. So let me just do something real quick. Let's just search YouTube to see images that I can see here regarding YouTube. Okay, this works. So I can get rid of this and bring in this instead. I don't want it to be my background. I want it to just come up and align like this. Okay, this works. Yeah, a little bit of promotion. So I needed the red. Let's see whether we have that right now. So we can pick here. Since we don't have, okay, we have that here selected. So this is the red for this YouTube. So we want to be in a uniform, um, do a uniform design. So I would rather go with this. Yeah, let's go with this and have this other one change as well. Let's see what we can change to. We can just change to the same color as we did the other. Yep, we're done. See, good. So I might want to decorate this a little bit. So if I select this, I can group them. I want to group them. Remember how I told you to select? Then I will click on group. Now I'll group them and minimize it a little bit further. Centralize it by dragging. There's something I will call guidelines. You see these snap lines? They are guiding you to show you the center of the box. So this is the center. I'll release that. So remember when I said about comments, this is where your boss comments and say, oh, this design is not looking good. The red is too much. Then it will say comment. And then you come along and be like, okay, okay, sir. Okay, sir. And you reply, right? So once you're resolved, just click on resolve and it takes it away. So comment resolve. So that's how you can do that. So here you have something like this. Sometimes just play around and see what you can work with and what you can achieve from your design. I want to send this to the back. Send to the back so it to be under. I want to minimize. This is transparency. I want to reduce the transparency a little bit further. Let it be a little bit like this. Let's experiment with changing our background color. See? Yeah, let's try that. So I will have this changed to white. I'll have this changed to a bright red color to see how it looks. Yeah, if I'm not comfortable, I can just change this font. I want to use Montserrat Classic. I can change the font, and there is an effect added to this font, which is this, makes it hollow. I can just take it to none, right? I have it none now, so which means I can have this as it is. So moving forward, I need to change the color of this red to something a little bit bright so that it blends with this, and complementary color to this as well. Let this complement, and this is too dark. We can bring it to this and then adjust a little bit to create a shadow. Okay, so we have that done. So the next thing for us to do right now is, remember we group this together so it's together, is to add something like a little bit description, or maybe um, okay, let's close this in a bit. We don't need to show the whole body of the computer, so we can also show the whole body of the computer by adjusting a little bit. So here we can just bring down this and have that. So if we have a company logo, like for example we need to add something like YouTube logo on it, let's see whether we can have a lot detailed stuff on this. If we don't, we just go with a little bit of this works. So we put this as our logo. I can just search logo to make sure that we don't have any other thing that we can make use of, right? So here um, this stuff here we can change it to white so that we can see how it looks. Play around with it. If it doesn't look good, just take it out. So it doesn't look good, let's just take it out. So straight up we have this. I didn't want to work with something that I already pre-practiced or pre-planned. so it will be easier for you to follow along, so you can join and follow along as we are moving forward. So if I want this to have an animated text or an animated icon, I can do that. Then I'll have to export in MP4 for you to appreciate that. But then if I export in picture format, you can't really make use of it. I mean, make use of the animated stuff you added. So so let's see this. Oh, nice. This is cool, actually. So the essence of the whole thing is to play around with what you have and see what you can achieve using what the tools you have. And if you have something amazing, please post it so that we can appreciate you. If you have questions, you can just ask and we can give feedback to you. So here we need to add a little bit of information, like let's just click on here and add body text. Okay, so let me get something on YouTube. Let me just search something. YouTube. Just search for YouTube just to see. Let's just copy this. Okay, so I'm going to paste it in here and bring it underneath. Turn the color to turn the color to white so we can see it brightly. So remember your Microsoft Word usage, right? You can have the formats here and adjust based on what you want. That's why I'm not focusing on that. You already have the background or an idea of that if you already know how to use your computer. So I'll bring this and I will minimize the button a little bit lower. So I will minimize this text because it's not the main focus. Remember what we said about design? It's about passing a message and communication. We obviously want them to click on this button to join the class. Now the arrangement seems all wrong to me, so we can bring this down and take this up here. So blow it a little bit so that I can get the description of what you're trying to sell, and push this a little bit up. Okay, if you like, you can still stretch this out by ungrouping it first. Ungroup. Okay, then stretch this out a bit. Then I can select this and go to position to align it to the center. Yes, then select this to group. I'll group it together. So okay, I'm not selected a lot. This. So I'll group this together and then centralize it here. Or maybe I don't want to use that. I want to just click here, position, center, right, to centralize that. So I'll minimize this a little bit. So this is just simple YouTube ad that you can have for something, an online class. So if you want to add, once you're done with your communication and it's basic, it's something that has already achieved its aim, you can go about to add a little bit of features here, play around. So I will search for dots. I don't know what I'm looking for, but I just feel like I should get something decorative. So there's not a lot of free stuff here. Okay, I think this works. I will minimize this a bit. I don't know what I'm gonna use it for. Okay, let's add it here. It will look kind of a nice ring to it. Yeah, it looks good. Looks intentional and also looks part of it. So let's blend it a little bit so it doesn't seem distracting. Okay, that's nice. So what if we take it and flip it? If you flip horizontal and vertical, we have it at this. Yeah, play around with your flipping. I still have difficulty figuring out which is going to turn it to a specific um, side actually. So minimize this a bit, and then we have this. This is our final design, and this is what we're going to go with. So the next thing is to click on share. Now here on you see try, then we have your account. You can add collaborators right here. So if I can add people to join me, I can share this also as a link. So if I click on copy link, for example, let's just open our incognito tab and paste on it. So opening this will give someone a preview, although you need to log in for you to access that, a preview of your design. Okay, so only people you've added can actually share the design with. Now if I click on share design, I can choose to post this directly on Instagram and also download this onto my device as well. So I would want to download it to my device. I will click on this. Everything is in place, right? Yes. So but one thing I want to show you before we run along is what happens if I use a premium element. Yeah, we keep asking that. Let's just do something so that we can also practice something that we didn't. So if I add this, you see this is a premium design, and then we have a lot of conflict on here because we have watermark that says Canva. So which means this is for premium users or people that are using paid content or paid plan rather. So if I add another paid plan content here, you see Canva, it will still have that on it. So if this is a limiting thing for you, there's also a way for you to get I will do another video that will show you where to get a lot of assets from, just in case you are limited by your plan on Canva to have access to some other things. So let's go back by clicking on undo here. This will undo, right, and undo again to go back to our main stuff. So remember, in clicking on this you can also do redo, which is redo is going to bring back what we just removed from the design. So let's minimize. Okay, here on we can export our design. Either we schedule it, view it, or download it. So if I click on view only, let's just try this out. Copy this. Let's try our incognito browser. Incognito browser is just a browser that you can use to view out things in a lockdown format. I think it also gets you to that view package where you don't need to log in. You just see the view of what you just designed. So I'm going to be putting this link in the description below. I want you to replicate this design, build something like this, and let's see how good you can get and challenge yourself, push yourself. I will be encouraging you to send in the Telegram channel or group I'm going to be creating and putting in the description here. You can join into the graphic class for the bootcamp 2.0. Ask your questions, don't feel shy. Ask your questions. Yeah, I mean, okay, ask your questions. It's good to ask questions because community makes you grow. That's what people fail to understand. Practice makes you perfect, but community makes you grow. There's nothing like perfect. You can actually get to familiarize yourself with a lot of assets you're using, but community helps to answer some questions that you cannot see on the help platforms provided by Canva. Also, there's Google. Yes, you can search on Google as well. So feel free to jump right in and see what you can work with this. While we export this, we can just say download and everything is right. If you are on this platform, on this plan, you can't adjust. You see, you can't adjust this. This is the sizing that Canva has given you, so you're going to use that sizing. You can't export with something larger than this, which means you're limited to using this particular stuff. So I'll click on download here to get my design downloaded, and that's the end of this class. Is it? No, it's not. So remember I told you that we are going to do some animated stuff. So let's just animate a little few things and know that we are wrapped up with this. So I want to click on this YouTube, for example. I want to add a little bit of animation on it. So if I click on animate, I'll have this. Okay, if I click on here, right, hover, I'll have this, right? Okay, let me close out stuff and have this taken away. So if I click on here, you have a lot of stuff. So I'll add this like this, and I want this to come up, and I want this to come up as well. Okay, then here can type. Okay, let's just make nap. Okay, this works. Then our join class, let's have something. Nope. There's a lot of effects you can actually play around with and have. Oh, this works. Baseline. So we can now add neon effect. I think neon effect is going to fit in for this logo. Yeah, I have it like that. So when I'm done, let's review. This is what we just did. Okay, so we are going to have this play again, and now we have an animated content. So if we're exporting this time around, it's not going to be as a PNG format or an image format anymore. For us to appreciate this, it has to be an MP4. So we click on download, and this will start downloading our content. So remember, play around with this. That's the only way you can actually understand this better. Make your mistakes. It's good to do that. Then you know what to avoid. Learn something new for yourself. Repetition of every day is when you're not learning. You're living Monday, you're living Tuesday, you're working up the same day. But when you grow is when you actually put in effort to make sure that at every point you make a shift by learning something new. Okay, just make effort to make sure that you improve yourself. It's key to always practice, regardless of that. We've practiced everything about Canva on the tools and how you make use of them. You can slow down the video, watch it again, and see what it does for you and how you can take advantage of it. But if for any reason you want to reach out to someone who can help you, because community helps you grow, remember what I said, that you can reach out to the link underneath and join the community on Telegram so that you can ask your questions, grow together, and share what you have. I really like to see what you have at the end of this class because it gives me that fulfillment that someone has already learned something. And for some of you that joined in via our online classes, thank you very much for joining in, and I want to see your works. Just design something different, something amazing. I will also be giving assignments on these groups that I'll be creating from time to time. So I'll give something for you to replicate on Canva. With times I'll be sharing opportunities, internship opportunities that are going to be available for graphic designers, and also platforms that will be available for you to grow financially and knowledge-wise. So have a great day, and until I see you next time, I'm going to do another series of videos that is going to interest you as a graphic designer on how you can grow, right? Ciao.